Reach down. Feel your pocket. Chances are, you've got a phone in there. Ask yourself, how do I treat my phone? Have you ever wondered why your brain assumes that new phones are delicate, but the longer you have them, they somehow become invulnerable? Let me walk you through it. You unbox your brand new phone. You're incredibly careful with it. You treat it with kindness and dignity, like a little duckling. You even leave the protective plastic on for a few hours because, hey, it was expensive, and you're rightfully paranoid about making the slightest ding, nick, or scratch. Should I buy a case for it, you ask yourself? Well, you're busy, but you'll get around to it. Plus, cases are for people who drop their phones, and you promise you're never gonna let that happen. You've had your new phone for a month. You've already knocked it off your desk when you were reaching for your ramen. It has a little scratch next to the charging port, but it's not on the screen, so there's no need to panic. Even so, now you don't feel quite as obligated to preserve it so thoroughly. After all, it's now damaged goods, and that minor drop has proven it's more tough than you originally thought. You've had your phone 3 months. It's now got some light wear and tear around the edges, and by now you've accidentally dropped it from shoulder height onto your tile floor when you were trying to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day and make ramen at the same time. You realize you were silly to be so overprotective of the phone, because clearly it's a lot more durable than you thought it would be. You also see the scratches and realize that the phone works just as well, so you aren't really concerned about minor damage. You've had your phone for 6 months. You now regularly throw it onto your bed like a frisbee when you're getting ready in the morning and blasting your favorite podcast. You've given up trying to keep it at least 3 feet away from any food and drink. Despite this, you notice there's now a subtle but deep scratch in the dead center of the screen. How could that have gotten there? Was it from putting it in the same pocket as your keys? Was it the time you dropped a freshly boiled pot of ramen on it? Or did it happen when you lost it under the couch that one time? Or 3 times? Okay, 20 times. Either way, you can really only see it when you look at it a certain way. So what's it matter? Might as well not even be there. You've had your phone for a year. You've become progressively more reckless with it. At first, you were scared to use it even with long fingernails and held it like a baby duck. But now you handle it with the same careless attitude you have towards that laptop you spilled your famous sesame ramen on. Your phone has been through so much that you realize it's probably indestructible. To test this theory, and to impress your girlfriend, you throw it against the wall. Shit. Fuck.
Did you break it? Oh, you're an idiot.
So, you get a new phone. Remembering how fragile the last one turned out to be, you're super careful with it, and even leave the protective plastic on for a few hours, because, hey, it was expensive, and you're rightfully paranoid about making the slightest ding, nick, or scratch. Should I buy a case for it, you ask yourself? Well, you're busy, but you'll get around to it. Plus, cases are for people who drop their phones, and you promise you're never gonna let that happen.